Hey, hello, good evening, and welcome to HETV. Your host, Ernesto Rodriguez. I'm joined this evening by the crypto power couple, Ronald and Kay Coleman. This evening, if you have questions about crypto, this is a quick segment just to give you some, overview, understand what it is, like, what is this Bitcoin thing that's going on in the world? Everybody's talking about, all this type of different things. So we wanted to, bring you here at HETV an opportunity to ask questions via live stream on Facebook. We're streaming live on Facebook on the HETV channel, as well as my personal channel, Ernesto Rodriguez, on Facebook. But I'm not going to be spending a whole lot of time talking this season because I am also a student of this new technology in terms of the new fiat system. So I'm going to also sit back and learn and take some notes myself as we allow um, Kay and Ronald Coleman, the crypto power couple, to kind of walk us through the fundamentals and the basics of crypto. So for people who don't know you, don't know your background and your walk and your history, Ronald and Kay, can you just tell us about your background and your history and how you got into crypto, and then let me know when we start the presentation.
Hey, my name is Kay Coleman, and thank you, Rod, for allowing us to be here and talking with you and your audience and getting more people involved and interested into the crypto space. So, just a little about me. My mom and a grandma and a wife. And, I just really started getting into crypto around about 2015, 2016. I started looking into it just because I kept hearing about this Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. Now, had I acted on what I heard back then, I don't know if you'd be seeing me sitting here right now, because
Right, right.
that had I done what I needed to do, I would have acquired more Bitcoin at the time. But just studying it and learning it, and started to acquire more cryptocurrencies, then we just started to grow our portfolio and started to dive deep into it. And when we thought we was getting to the bottom dropped out even more because this thing is deep. So we just hopefully that hopefully you will see this and want to grab some information and start your own journey into the cryptocurrency.
All right. So,
Ron, you want to add anything to that?
well, okay. So for me, like Case, I'm a dad, grandfather, and a husband. I got into the crypto space by accident. I was one of the original Bitcoin holders. 2008, around the time Bitcoin was in their, I guess, the infancy, where they were giving people coins for free. I was trying to. I didn't know what crypto was. I was trying to learn how to play poker. So that's how I got introduced into crypto. I was given 200,000 free Bitcoin for signing up for this game. I ended up winning about 1.7 million Bitcoin. Had no idea what Bitcoin was. When I was done with the game, I deleted everything. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Right. Right.
Exactly. Man, look, I didn't know what I had. Like a lot of people, they don't know what it is. So it wasn't until when I met Kay in 2012 that she asked me did I know anything about cryptocurrency because I was in the stock market and I was teaching her the stock market, but I didn't know anything. When she asked me, of course, I said no. So she said cryptocurrency is Bitcoin. Yeah, like, okay. I still don't know what you're talking about. So when she showed me the picture, I immediately went home and tried to find the phone that I had that account on. It was
Yes,
years.
you did.
So the phone was gone, the coins were gone. So we made it our mission to make sure that no one ever makes that mistake.
Absolutely.
So from, like Kay said, 2015, 2016, we started diving deeper into it. Then in 2017, we kind of got really deep into the crypto space, and we were helping others for free, at that time, getting them up to speed with, okay, this is what you need to be doing so you don't make the mistake that we made. So we came, like I said, we made it our mission to make sure that nobody messes up the way that I did.
And that's awesome. I mean, I know you kick yourself, in the butt every time you think about that $1 million. Can you imagine the compound?
It was more than $1 million. It was at Bitcoin's highest. It was $118 billion.
With a B.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I bet you won't throw my phones away, will you?
Oh, man, I have all my old phones. I'm not getting.
I know that's right.
So,
all right. Well, thanks for sharing. I appreciate that. People get a little background about you now. And I know you want to get into the presentation. So you want to jump into that now and just kind of go through that, and we can take some questions as we go. If you got questions, just let me know. I'll be checking the Facebook link to see if we got anybody questions out there as well. So just let me know when to go to the next screen. We can go from there.
All right. So this is like what we wanted to do is just kind of give you guys an intro to crypto. So, this is kind of our basic class that we teach with our paid schooling that we do for people. This is the basic class right here. So you can go ahead to the next slide.
All right.
Of course, I was going to say we've already introduced ourselves, so we can go ahead let's just jump right into it.
Okay.
Okay, so this is about like what cryptocurrency actually is, because we have people that think that cryptocurrency is Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency, but it is not cryptocurrency, period. You know what I'm saying? So a cryptocurrency is a digital asset designed to work as a medium of exchange. And so basically it's, with all the other verbiage there, just to keep it simple, cryptocurrency is digital currency. And next slide.
So cryptocurrency runs on the blockchain. So the way I break the blockchain down to people is think of a highway, and you are the cryptocurrency, which is your vehicle. So it travels down the blockchain it travels from point A to get to point B. So with the blockchain is an open source. It's a digital record of every transaction that is made with cryptocurrency. So anytime you purchase cryptocurrency, anytime you send cryptocurrency from one person to another, it's stored on the blockchain. Now, the blockchain, every time something happens, it forms a block. That's why it's called the blockchain. These blocks are then linked together in the form of a chain. Mm-hmm. Now, every time a block is formed, it makes it even harder to hack the past block. So, which means the blockchain is virtually unhackable. I'm not saying that it cannot be hacked. I'm just saying there are millions of computers that are talking, that are making these transactions for you in real time. So you can actually watch your cryptocurrency move from block to block to block to block until it gets to where it is that you're trying to send it. So by no means am I telling you that you cannot hack the blockchain. I'm just telling you it's going to take a lot of computing power to hack the blockchain. And I don't think you want to spend billions of dollars to get a couple 100,000 trying to hack the blockchain. So Rod, you can go ahead to the next one.
So this is about the cryptocurrency wallet, right? So what is a cryptocurrency wallet? It's an app that allows cryptocurrency users to store and retrieve their digital assets. If you think of the wallet, you can think of just like the wallet that you have in your purse or in your back pocket. It holds your money. This is the same thing that this does, but with a digital asset. It holds that asset. If you have, we're going to say Bitcoin because a lot of people know. If you have Bitcoin, you're going to have Bitcoin that's sitting inside of your Bitcoin wallet. But if you have like Litecoin, or if you have Shiba Inu, you're going to have that sitting inside of a Shiba Inu wallet. You're going to have Litecoin sitting inside of a Litecoin wallet. So that's what the cryptocurrency wallets are. They actually hold your digital currency. Next slide.
So now, here's another thing. This is very important in the crypto space. Knowing the difference in your keys. You have public keys, you have private keys. Now, a private key is also known as a private address. A public key is also known as a public address. The difference in the two, the private key, the private address, it's exactly what it says. It's private. It's something that you do not want to give out to anyone.
Nope.
That's something that you want to keep for yourself, because whoever holds those keys holds that crypto. So in other words, if I wanted to give Rod total control of my cryptocurrencies, I would give him my keys. It's just like giving somebody the keys to your vehicle. Once you give them the keys to that vehicle, they can go wherever they want to go, do whatever they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the public key or public address, you want to give that out to anybody. It doesn't matter who has it, because the only thing that they can do with that is send crypto to that particular address or that particular key. They can't take anything out of it, but they can send to you. So every cryptocurrency has an address, a public address. So if you're sending Bitcoin, you can't send Bitcoin to Ethereum or to Litecoin. It has to be a Bitcoin coming from a Bitcoin address going to a Bitcoin address. It doesn't matter what exchange you're on or things like that. Like I said, we go more into depth in other classes, but we just wanted to give you guys a quick overview as to what's going on in the crypto space. Okay, Rob, we can go ahead on to the next one. So this is a breakdown, basically just what I just explained to you guys.
Yeah, it is.
What the public keys are. Let's go to the private key, Rod. Oh, okay, well, I thought that one was in it, but the private key, I can't see it, but the private key is basically your lock. It's where everything is stored within that wallet, so it secures that wallet so nobody can get in or out of it but you.
Or to even break it down even more, your private key is like giving somebody the key to your house. If you don't want them in your house, don't give them the keys, because that has all your valuables are there in your house. So that's what you do not want to give out. But if you want somebody to come to your house, you can give them your public address because they can't get in. You know what I'm saying? So they can come there, but they can't do any damage with your public keys. With your private keys, they all up in your business.
You know, it's funny you should mention that. I heard an analogy maybe this morning somewhere, and describing just that. You know, the public key and the private key. An analogy they used the post office as an analogy, where they said that the public key will be like the mailbox at the post office. You go there and you can drop something in it, and that's that, right? But then the mailman he has the key to that box, so he can go in there and he can drop something in it, but he can also take something out. So he has the private key.
Yep.
And everybody else, they can just drop mail in there all they want, but they will not have access to your funds or see it in that fashion. I thought that was a clever way of explaining it.
Mm-hmm.
Is that fair to put it in that perspective?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's very accurate. It's very accurate, and the same thing applies. It's with you losing your private keys. If you lose your private keys, you can't get in your own house.
Nope.
Your own house, your own mailbox, you can't get in it.
There's no.
You gotta call a locksmith.
Good luck with
Yeah. Depending if it's not happening.
Right. If you have that stuff stored on a decentralized exchange, you can hang it up. It's gone.
So I have some other questions, and I appreciate y'all just jumping into like that. But just I guess to give it some kind of context, like we heard of Bitcoin and all that kind of stuff, right? So obviously, the for the novice, brand new person hearing it for the first time, the question will be, so like, what is a coin, right? And then if it's a coin, then they got these different exchanges out there, Coinbase and all these other ones and so forth. So anything you can share in that respect, like to make it simple for people. I know we said it's an asset, right? And some people don't know what an asset is. But if you say, it's a coin, that you can use as an asset, then maybe they'll be able to understand it. Am I making any sense in that?
So, okay, let me see if I'm understanding what you're asking. The way that I break it down to people is you have different denominations of currency.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
with Bitcoin, they call it, Bitcoin because it's a coin that you can actually use for goods and services. Does that make sense?
Absolutely makes sense, right?
Mhm.
I'm sure people will get these coins, right? And if they learn as they go along, they will be able to understand that you're gonna have to put it somewhere in a virtual space. And like Kay mentioned about the wallets, excuse me, right? You talk about the wallets. So now that I have my money in this wallet, and I'm sure it's just like any other one of those accounts that if I want to buy something with it or pull the money out, there are fees with that,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And that could be a barrier to entry. People be like, so if I put $20 in, if I want to move from here to there, they're gonna charge me, 5% plus whatever credit card that I'm using. That's another fee.
Mhm.
So are there fees
Yes.
out there like that?
Oh man, you got to think of it like this. Think of it as an ATM machine. Whenever you go to an ATM machine, there are fees associated with that ATM.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same with cryptocurrency. Depending on the cryptocurrency that you are using, there are fees. Right now, we try to talk people out of using Ethereum because the fees are called gas, and
Yes.
Ethereum gas fees are the highest right now that anybody has ever seen. I tried to do a little small transaction to pick up a few coins, and they wanted $4,000 in fees.
What? Cash?
Yes,
Yeah.
they wanted me to pay $4,000. Now I'm gonna tell you how crazy these Ethereum fees are. I only wanted to spend $20.
And they want to charge you $4,000.
I was trying to buy $20 of this coin called Energy. And I just wanted to get $20 of it because I really didn't know too much about the coin. I hadn't done my research completely. So I said, let me just grab $20 worth and just have it. Well, they wanted $4,000 worth of Ethereum for the gas fees. That makes absolutely no sense. I'm not going to give you $4,000 for $20 worth of something.
Right. So
In the real world,
it's not standard.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that's not standard. It is not across the board. It's not like that all the time. So, to not discourage anyone from cryptocurrency is like if you see something like that, if it doesn't make any financial or economical sense to do it, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, don't make that trade at that time. You know what I'm saying? You just have to learn how to wait, and then that's when you learn how to do things like Ronald and I are starting to do even more, which is dollar cost averaging into various cryptos. You buy in at still when it's low, but at varying degrees. So you want to buy in, like let's say Bitcoin is now what 43,000. So let's say Bitcoin dropped down to $10,000, which is not, but let's just say it dropped down to $10,000. You want to buy in at $10,000 and then wait till it goes up a little bit, and you could at that point sell and get a profit, or you can sell it and wait till it drops back down a little bit, and then you buy in again. So you don't buy, and that's the thing that we've been having a lot of people do, and they're like, oh, this doesn't work. Crypto is trash, it's this and that. No, it's trash because you're buying high and you're selling low. Where do you do that?
Right.
You don't go to the mall and wait till everything is taken off the sale rack and put back on the regular rack and then go and get it. No, you get it when it's on sale. That's when you buy things, when it's on sale. That's when you buy crypto, when it's on sale.
Absolutely. And this is all part of the educational piece right here, where we're trying to get the word out and educate our people about this kind of stuff, right? And it's like, to me, it's like Um, People say, oh man, I wish I would have bought Bitcoin when it was, it's an example, when it was $300, right?
Right.
And it goes up to $1,000, and it's like, they think about buying it, but then it drops from $1,000 to $300, and he's like, yo, it's at $300, you gonna buy it now? It's like, nah, I'm gonna wait. It's almost like people, want to wait to buy when it's high, not understanding the average you buy as it goes up, and as it goes back down, you buy the lows as well. It's like the stock market. So I'm always amazed by people who think like that, even say that, if it's a 150, I'll buy it, but then it drops to 150 and you don't buy it. So,
Right. They get mad about it.
to me.
Yeah, and people actually get upset, and it's like people in our group. We have a group called the Crypto Millionaires, and it's a Telegram group, and we have a lot of people in there who have really started to gain a lot of knowledge about cryptocurrency. And now when we're in there and we see a bear market or we see everything red and we're in there and we're like, buy, 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 buy. Everybody is like, yes, this is what we were waiting for. This is the time for us to buy. That's when the wealth is made.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that's when you can start to acquire more crypto. And crypto, and another thing that we've heard people say is cryptocurrency stocks. And that's incorrect. It's not a stock. So it's something that you acquire, and when you acquire it, then you own it.
Yeah.
That's
I think
yours.
it's important. Absolutely. I think it's important to mention that, we talked about the asset earlier. It's like anything else. If you go to the store and you buy something, that's a piece of asset, right? Or if you buy a car, if you buy a house, if you buy gold or silver, those are assets that you can actually hold physically, right? So in this case, it'll be a virtual asset that you actually own. Some people are skeptical about that. What he said to people today, I think I was yesterday, I heard something about, and I hate to say his name, that cat from Chicago, the rapper, got his own shoe line and all this crazy stuff. I was coming out his mouth crazy. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But he's like, yo, I'm not gonna buy anything that I can't hold in my hand. And there are people who listening to him, right? And following that, right? And not realizing that this is an opportunity of a lifetime in this reset, right? What he said to people who are apprehensive about that, and come back to you and say, well, this rapper said that don't make any sense.
In that
Trust the source. Trust the source.
I get it, but it's like if you're gonna take financial advice from a rapper, then it's like what can you say? You know what I'm saying? Like what do you say about that? I mean, if dude not talking to you about spitting balls and what you listen to, I'm just like,
and another thing,
shoes and stuff, right?
Right. And another thing, his debit card. He has a debit card. His money is on his debit card. He don't physically hold his money in his hand.
Exactly.
He holds that debit card that the bank holds the money.
Exactly. Excellent and excellent point. I like that. And that's the crazy part. As we try to, cut through the mud and the thickness of all the stuff that's out there on the internet. It's refreshing to finally hear people, can put it in simple terms for others to understand. So I appreciate y'all coming on board and doing this. I have more questions, but I don't want to take up the space. I see that we have two persons on in the waiting room, Derek Taylor and Brad C1109. You want me to bring them up, see if they have any questions?
Well, we know they don't have any questions. No, but
Okay.
yeah,
Well, you know them.
Yeah.
Well, let's bring. I see Derek in the waiting room. He's over there laughing. You got something to say. Let's bring Derek in here. Hold on, Derek. Hey, Derek, welcome to HETV. Thank you for joining us.
How you doing? How you doing, sir?
Fantastic, man. If I'm doing bad, I'm fantastic. If I'm doing good, I'm still fantastic, man. Thank you. Got a question for these people? I think they know you, man. They talking trash to you, Derek.
Yeah, I know Ronald for what? Since 2000, what?
4.
Yeah, 2004. And we used to
Y'all
work at
go
the same.
back. Okay,
Yeah, we used to work at the same company together.
good deal.
So
So, do
yeah,
you have a question? Any thoughts on what we talked about so far? Anything you want to add to the conversation?
I don't want to add anything. I mean, I know this is live right now, so I don't want to add too much. They basically covered it all pretty much. I mean, basic. So I mean, I'm just trying to get on their level, but um, I'm trying to do my thing as well.
No worries. Appreciate you. Let me see. Bring Brad up in here.
All right.
Brad C. Brad
Hey, hey,
C.
hey, good
1109.
evening,
I'm
family.
assuming that's November the 9th. Good evening, sir. Welcome to HCTV.
Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I don't really have any questions. Derek has known Ron since the early 2000s. I've known Kay since she was about 4.5 times smaller with smaller eyes. Kay and I go back to our teenage years. We've been friends for a very, very long time. And I'm just excited to be affiliated with these two. Uh, when it comes to crypto and changing your lives, they are the go-to force. They directed me in a lot of ways. Has actually helped me tremendously more than they even know. So I just want to just come in and say, hey guys, upline, love you guys. I'm here with you.
Thank you
Yeah,
guys.
man,
We
You guys,
appreciate
we love you
y'all. We
guys
love
too.
y'all. But Rod,
definitely, man. That is so important to have that, that support system. I'm glad that you have people like that around you, man. That's always just helps when those times get tough, and you need somebody to bounce something off to make sure you're not crazy. So
right.
definitely thank you, Derek, and thank you, Brad, for coming on. Um, just another couple questions, and I know we're coming up to 30 minutes, and then we said we're gonna do 30 minutes or so I won't keep you guys long. But now I want to get that information out there. And before I get to asking my questions, just take a second if you guys could share with people how can they get in touch with you, offline. You say you got a course, maybe talk about that, for a minute. I want to get this opportunity for you to just get your information out there.
So they can reach us at the Crypto Power Couple at gmail.com for more information on the classes. We can design classes specifically for them, depending on their level of knowledge with cryptocurrency. We try to work with everybody. We try to start from, somebody who has no idea what it is, all the way up to the person who knows something about it, but they don't actually know where to go, and they're still looking for help. They want to learn how to pick a good cryptocurrency to actually get into. And we got to be careful when we're saying invest with cryptocurrency because you're actually buying it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're buying that asset. That's right.
Yep. And one thing too is we have to just stress this, that we are not financial advisors. We are not at all. So we're not going to tell you exactly what to buy. We can tell you what we have, and we can tell you how it's doing and how we acquired it. Now, another thing that we were actually hit with today twice was that people assume that you need thousands of dollars to start acquiring cryptocurrency, and that's just absolutely not true. Ronald and I acquired Sheeb. And anyone who doesn't know what Sheeb is, Shiba Inu. I'm sure you've heard of it and seen the little meme dog, the as they call it, the meme coin. We acquired that coin at
Had like seven
yeah, it
zeros.
probably had like 7 or 8 zeros in front of it. So it was that much less than a penny. It's not even a penny yet.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And that account that we put in maybe a total of $1,000 reached about $42,000 at one point. And that was just off that one coin with that $1 amount that we actually dollar cost averaged into buying it. And we ended up putting, and we probably didn't even put $1,000 into it, honestly. But the account, just that one account, got up to $42,000.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, that is incredible. I don't know any other thing like that ever, that where you can just put $10 in, and in 4 months, you got $50,000.
Yep.
So it's almost like this new fiat system is uh, shrinking the whole financial ecosystem, where you so it would take you, 1 to 30 years, you be able to retire if you're strategic and you do your homework. But more importantly, if they attend your class and learn the intricacies of these things, you can put yourself in a position to be a millionaire, in a week or two. And that's being conservative. It could happen tomorrow if you pick the right one, right?
Yeah.
It could.
I mean, it could.
We're also working on a 5-year plan right now to show people how to compound their cryptocurrency with a certain amount of money, a certain amount of money in a particular coin, and they can compound it where they can earn on average 3% a week, and in 5 years you can be a multi-millionaire.
A multi-million. And this is just like, you don't want to have any, and this is something that Ronald and I is like, we're going to get the slogan made. You don't want any lazy money. You don't want lazy money. You don't want lazy crypto. We don't want it just sitting around. So we're going to put it to work. We want our money and our crypto to work for us. We don't want it to go work for it.
Exactly. All right, so let me ask you another question, and this is a big question that concerns people with this whole space, right? About security. You're asking me to put my credit card online, and you're asking me to attach my bank account to this thing, like for example Coinbase. If you open up a wallet with them, and there are plenty others, and I'm just using that one because it was one of the first ones, I believe. It's a trustworthy, what is this whole, two thing and, authentication and, is my money safe? At the end of the day, is my money safe? That's the bottom line. How do you assure people of that in that space?
Well, again, with anything, there's a risk. And no matter what it is, even putting your money in the bank, people are scanning bank cards and getting your banking information, and they can get everything. They can empty out your bank account.
Mm-hmm.
That can happen with anything. But what we've seen happen is that these exchanges, a lot of them will replace what was lost. They have different safety measures in place. Crypto.com, just someone tried to hack them. No money was lost, but now their security, in order to even move your money off, I mean, man, it's like you get to the point to like, good grief.
Yeah, so it's like people want the security, but then they want it to be easy. And it's like, it's just not, that's not how it's going to work. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to put a lot of effort in. You're going to have to be uncomfortable with doing this, that, and the other. It's 5 steps for you to be able to move. Oh man, why can be 5 steps? You want 5 steps so you can move all your money, or you want no steps and then your joint's gone?
Exactly. And you kind of mentioned that real quickly, Ronald, that a lot of people kind of give you money back, and that it's important to note that a lot of these marketplaces, right, unlike others marketplaces in the regular world, in the dollar and that kind of system, they're not insured. Some of these are insured, right? So if you lose your money, because of somebody hacked into it, you're not losing anything. And I don't know of any other marketplace where they actually insure it, outside of this cryptocurrency space, right? So that's, people should know that. And again, and this is why this channel is so important, to bring that out there and educate people. There's no cost to this. If you want to learn more about these things and that you want to pay to learn from that, you need to reach out to the Power Couple, Crypto Power Couple, K and Ronald Coleman. And their email is the Crypto Power Couple at gmail.com. The Crypto Power Couple at gmail.com. And that's going to be at the bottom of the ticker for their information. How to get in contact with them on Facebook. It's at the bottom of the ticker again, and the email as well. So is there any other way they can get in contact with you guys? Have it in the Crypto Power Couple email at Gmail and Facebook. You guys on any other social media platforms? You want to put that out there now?
Well, we're working on our Instagram and things like Instagram and Twitter and all that. specifically for crypto.
Yeah, we're actually just getting to the point where we're starting to brand ourselves. So yeah, so then the website is being worked on, and the business page for Facebook, all of that's being worked on. And they can also request to join our Telegram group, Crypto Millionaires, Billionaires. They have to.
They got to get in touch with one of us.
Yeah, they're gonna have to get in touch with one of us,
and then a private group.
We have to send them a link to actually be invited into the group.
And they send it today at the cryptopowercouple@gmail.com.
Yep,
they can send it in.
Well, perfect, folks. All right. Well, thank you very much for your time. It has been a blast. This is the first time. I hope it's the first of many. You guys can come back and share our listeners and our audience and your audience as well. About what crypto's all about. And I have to put that disclaimer out there. HGTV. This presentation is for educational and informational purposes only. Information being presented and considered does not consider your particular financial objective or situation, and it does not make personalized recommendations. This material is not intended to replace the advice of a qualified tech and legal advisors or other qualified professionals, and you should not use this information in place of a customized consultation with a licensed professional regarding your specific personal financial objectives, situation, and needs. We believe the information provided is reliable, but we do not guarantee its accuracy, timeliness, or accuracy, pretty much. All right. So look out for us. Keep in touch. HCTV, the Crypto Power Couple, Ronald Coleman. I'll give you guys the last words. Thank you very much for coming on HCTV.
Thank you for
having us. We really appreciate it. We love doing this.
Yes.
And just educating our community as much as we can. It's time for us to step it up, people. Let's do it. You can't be afraid.
All right, there it is. Until next episode, always seek higher elevations. Good night, everybody. Thank you, guys.
Good night.
Good night.